My name is Walter Hartwell White. I live at 308. It's that time again, boys. It's probably one of the most important videos you're gonna watch into your entire life because, newsflash, there's so much data that has come out recently, and not only recently, for like ever since like the past 5 years, y'all motherfuckers have stopped saving. The average citizen have stopped saving money and stopped actually having an emergency fund, a cushion, whatever you want to call it, because you guys' spending habits have gone out of control. The average citizen of the West has gone out of control. There are so many new studies, so many studies that even come out that even go as bad as to say that the average American has a less than $1,000 in the bank account. Not just the Americans, I mean, look at the Europeans too. They're doing equally as bad. Now, let's start with the 10K. Why is saving your first 10K this important? It has to do with everything expecting your life. First, you gotta get that 10K saved up no matter the cost. First of all, your psychology changes. You're not an overspender anymore. You're like, oh, okay, I have 10K saved up. You saved up from a business or whatever skill you've been having, from an income. I'm not gonna go and spend it all because I actually worked pretty hard to actually, overcome my spending habits and put this much money to the side. This just proves discipline and consistency, that it shows you that you can actually at least get 10K saved up, and then obviously you can tell yourself, okay, again, I can do this much. I can go then way more over that 10K milestone. I can go over like the 100K, maybe 500K. I can go way more over that, but 10K is one of the most important. I mean, many reasons. If your car breaks down, you're not gonna have to go into debt or it's gonna set you months behind. It's because most of the car fixtures that you're gonna get is about a couple $100 to maybe even go swap to 1,000. You can avoid the BS in your life. It's basically the BS expenses that happen time to time. You might get obviously in the EU they have free healthcare, even though still you gotta pay a bit more taxes in the EU compared to the US. Maybe your pet gets sick. Most of people don't have insurance for the pet because why would they? That motherfucker can go eat scrap off the floor, eat nails, and then be completely fine and healthier than me. If there's something happens with your pet in emergency, you're probably gonna have to have ready ass cash to go save your pet. You're gonna also start avoiding debt spiral because by then you're probably gonna fix all your debt problems. You can finally breathe, peace of mind. You can actually say, oh, if anything happens, I can actually protect myself. Just from saving, you can look at many other things that you do. How can you save to the 10K? You don't have, obviously, the high income skills and all that. We get to that. Obviously, you gotta fix your income. What job are you doing? How can you scale that job? Can you scale the position in that job? Be more demanding with your boss, because many studies have shown if you actually talk to your boss way more, communicate with your boss way more, with your manager or whatever, you can actually get promoted way easier. You can be a bit more demanding, asking way more frequently about a promotion. And if they don't value you, you can job hop. Go from one job, they try to get promoted, they say like, let's say 2 years there, and then after, let's say, getting paid like 50K a year, bulk up their CVs, and they see another job opening for the same position for about 70K. They go there, they say, hey, I have this much experience and a lot of experience, accept me here, I can do 70K. And for the other boss, 70K might be nothing, and they will accept you. 70K is your starting salary. Then let's say you may get promoted after 2 years, you go to 80K. Then the next job opening that you might see after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, depends on when you're gonna see another job opening, it's gonna be another 10 to 20% more than your current salary. Many people do this, job hop. Like, it's a very common practice because it has actually outpaced many wages and many promotions from just job hopping to other positions that have way better salaries than the one that you're currently in. Make it super known. Go to your boss and say, hey, look, I've done way better achievement. Go and make it known. Make it be as loud as possible about the things that you provide for the company.
I like it.
Car insurance. When is the last time that you have actually gone around and checked for car insurances that actually offer the same exact thing, same exact coverage, but it being way cheaper? When is the last time you've done that? Go around and shop around and see which insurance actually suits for you best and it's actually cheaper and offers nearly the same as the one that you actually have right now. Are you driving an expensive car? Unless you are a social media guru who sells cars for a living, you don't need to be buying a super expensive Tesla or a super expensive sports car. You can literally go to a used car dealership, buy a 5 to 10K car, and drive it until the engine falls off. How about clothing? The average person spends around 100 to 200 bucks a month on just clothing. Go to your closet, open it and see, which clothes do I actually need? Are these essentials or non-essentials? So you go to your closet, you open it, and you're gonna see, okay, Is it full? It's full. Stop buying new clothes. It's not like food that you're gonna consume it. You can reuse them for like upwards of like 6 months to a year. You can wash them until they fall off. Another thing is food, dining out, cook your own meals. It's gonna be saving you 200 to 300 bucks a month. Even actually more, depending on where you are eating outside. Obviously, I'm not saying stop eating outside and stop dining outside forever. Don't be dining out just because you're too lazy to cook at home. You can cook at home, make it, and you know everything that goes into your food. It's way healthier, calories are lower, you're not gonna get fat, and it's way cheaper. Just because of the internet, there's so much free information online that you can literally learn, be a master chef and learn how to cook just from free information online, from the best chefs in the world online. If you're not making 20k to 30k a month, you have no excuse to not be cooking at home. Another reason why people are not very financially stable is because of their debt.
I wish some of y'all would put a blindfold on and walk out in the middle of the street.
Guess what? You do not need to be taking out credit cards and maxing them out just because you are gonna go on a trip with the boys and money comes back, friendship doesn't. I get that mindset. I also used to have it. But you gotta also be thinking realistically. Once the trip is over, how are you going to get that debt back? Are you going to be sitting there on that debt with a mounting interest, months maybe, and you may be taking up, I don't know, 4 to 6 months to finally pay it back? Is it worth it? Maybe for you it's worth it, but for the general person, it isn't. So you could be saving way more money if you actually are way more conservative with you, not overspending with just your credit cards. Most importantly, you got to look at your biggest expense. If you want to ignore all that, right? Ignore all that, you gotta look at your biggest expense. What is your biggest expense? And look how you can do it cheaper. Because let's not forget, the average person lives, majority actually, lives from paycheck to paycheck. You are part of like the 30%, 20% who don't live paycheck to paycheck. You're part of the minority. Pat yourself in the back. You did it. Now, let's say you continue, let's say you get a way better job with all the tips that you gave you get a way better income. Let's say you master a high income skill, let's say video editing, you master that, you have many clients, you have an agency with video editing, you do short form content and you have many clients paying you, you do day trading, you've mastered this after like years of hard work. Because let's be honest, if you really want to succeed at something, capital is never the issue. So you can actually start a project on the side of an idea that you might have or something that you might have. I mean, the creator of WhatsApp started with actually on food stamps and nothing, no initial capital to start WhatsApp. You need the skill. And you can learn, for example, let's say you can learn coding online. You can learn so many things online. You can learn coding within 2 weeks, within 3 weeks. You can learn everything online. Let's start a free bootcamp. Let's start a free course. There are so many free courses online. And do that with your job, and all of a sudden, oh, I've saved up 100k without even realizing it. Now that you finally saved 100k, you're in the top 10% of global net worth. Money can finally start working for you. Real investing, this is how real investing begins, because literally you can take that entire 100k, you can put it into the S&P, and after 30 years of compound interest, 8% annual interest, you'll be a millionaire. Obviously, many people might say, oh, that's too slow and all that. I'm not saying that you should do that. I'm just saying that it's an option which many people take, which just invest. You can literally just take your savings, put it there, and after 20 to 30 years, you're gonna become a millionaire. You can relocate, you can do a career switch, because now you have the 100k, you can actually have more capital to work with if you actually need. There are better opportunities for you abroad or somewhere else. You can actually use that capital to go and take up those opportunities. You are now in the very minority of people, because just like I said, who has 100k saved up, bro? Nobody has 100k saved up. Obviously, after you saved up about 6 figures worth of capital, there's obviously nothing stopping you to becoming a millionaire afterwards, because everything that has helped you save up 100k is also gonna help you save up about $1 million. Like I said, you're not living paycheck to paycheck anymore. You have actually good spending habits. You're not drowning in debt and interest payments because of your stupid spending habits. You have mastered skills that actually help you get better job offering, a way better side income. You've also probably found a side hustle you really didn't have to, but let's say you did. Really, at this point, your stresses are way less about living paycheck to paycheck, and it turns way more into how you can actually grow that money, become a millionaire, and have a way better and easier life. Just like I said, you can actually take the risk of you actually moving to a new city, starting a new business. You can do all that with just 100k. And obviously after that, your net worth usually starts to explode, because that is what goes way more opportunities and doors open up for you. Obviously then 500k, you become then $1 million, start buying big assets under your name. Then you can snowball them into assets into 7 figures. Remember, the first 100k way harder than your first million. Everybody agrees on that.
They're nothing. It's all what if thinking. What if it does this? What if it doesn't do the shit you're afraid of? You've wasted fucking time. You wasted opportunity. What if?